Let's talk about marketing your rental property. Now, let's just stop and think for a minute. If you are selling your property for sale or you're looking at a sale property, there's quite a few things that you'll notice that are different often between properties that are up for sale and properties that are up for lease. And it really boggles my mind because the value of the asset hasn't changed. So you should be marketing those properties in the same way, whether you're selling or whether you're leasing. So, for example, let's say we're having a look at a property that's for sale. Professional photos every time. Sale board, for sale sign out the front of the house every time. Quite often staged, if the property is vacant, obviously that makes it easier. Flyers for the property get dropped in letterboxes. They're at the home opens ready to give to people. The professional online ad is well worded, lists all the property features. These same rules need to apply to when you're leasing your property. If you want to secure the best tenant and the best price, you should not be cutting corners on these things. It is really important to get professional photos taken. But today we're going to hone in and talk about For Lease signs at the front of the property. It blows my mind how few of these we see. And my clients will often tell me their concerns are about security or nosy neighbours, so I'll get to that in a minute. But For Lease signs, if you have one out the front of your property, anyone that's driving by, your neighbours that are walking their kids to school, walking their dogs, just your local neighbours, not necessarily your street, but locals that live in the area that are walking their dogs, going to the shops, walking their kids in prams, going to the park, they are your best advocates to lease your property. And they are not looking online because it's not them that's looking for a property, it is their friends or their family. So if they walk past your property and see a For Lease sign out the front, you can bet your bottom dollar that they're going to be telling that mum at school who's looking for a house, the family member or the friend, and they're your best advocate. They live in the area, they love the area, they know it. So they're the ones that you want spreading the word about your property. Absolutely, you want to have it online because everybody's looking online as well. But the signboard captures the market that is not actively looking online for the property. And that's a really special part about marketing your property with a For Lease sign. And it is such a cheap tool available for you to use. Every house that is up for lease should have a sign out the front of it. We have leased properties before based on somebody driving past and seeing a For Lease sign out the front of the property. So it's an absolute no-brainer. Now, circling back to the concerns that people have with regards to security of the house, they don't want to actively advertise that potentially it's vacant. A lot of the time it's not because there's usually tenants or the owners still living in it. People are not going to break into a house just because there's a For Lease sign out the front of it. I can tell you right now, the pros far outweigh the small risk that is there. And if you have nosy neighbours and you're worried about them knowing that your house is going up for lease, use that to your advantage. That's all I can say to you, because if you have a nosy neighbour, good chance they're going to be telling lots of other people that your property is up for lease. Amazing. That's exactly what you want. You want to be spreading the word. You want people to know that your house is available. They're the ones that are going to be getting this property leased for you. Good chance. So please remove your concerns about having a For Lease sign up out the front. It absolutely pays off and is well worth doing, and that's my marketing tip for today.